thought it would be an awesome idea to race this custom 500cc two-stroke Yamaha against the latest, greatest four-stroke machines. So that's exactly what our friend and two-stroke hero Josh Spinks is doing this season. But as we found out at our first meeting a few weeks ago, this is going to be a whole lot tougher than we thought. Round one really did not go to plan. Josh struggled to find his mojo in the deep sands of Fat Cat's Motor Park, and ultimately the track got the better of him. This really wasn't how we wanted to begin the year, but if this was easy, then Josh wouldn't be the only man in the world taking on this challenge. Today our story continues, and we are looking for redemption. Our second race meeting of the year takes us down to Essex and the first round of the prestigious Eastern Centre Regional Championships. Let's hope that we have a more successful weekend on the BRC powered YZM500 this time around. So the sun has risen on a brand new day, new circuit, different championship. Explain where we are and what we're doing.
We're at Wakes Colne, which is a classic actually. I've not rode here for 10 years. Unbelievable place.
Yeah,
it's one of those places you pull in, puts a smile on your face, sun shining. It's an Eastern Centre round. I've never done one before, but it always attracts some good riders. We've got some riders from the other week, so it'll be a good test for us today. Yeah. I think we're excited for it. Just
explain for those that don't know what an Eastern Centre round is. What kind of level are we looking at here?
I would say a little bit below where we was at the Bridgestone, which is now the Plews. But you, for example, you still got Tom Grimshaw, Sam Nunn, some really good local lads that can pull, you know, close to top fives in the British. So we've got a handful of those. I think the top five is stacked on the 450, you know, 450 bikes.
And we've got 3 20-minute races, correct?
That's correct, with a little bit of a qualifying. So again, not used to 3 races on a day. That's going to test the fitness a little bit later on, but I would say overall the track is a little bit easier going. It's safe to say compared to say Fat Cats, but it should be nice and rutty, tacky, and it's just going to bring back loads of memories.
So then explain to us why we're here today then. What's the reasoning behind us coming to this? It wasn't on our schedule originally.
That's it, it's fun. Bringing fun back, I think, is what it is. Trying to find...
I think you might have some fun out here today.
Exactly.
I've got a little inkling that you might do.
Exactly that. It's somewhere, like I say, brings back good memories. I used to do the BRC Nationals here. I would say it's my sort of track, whereas we know Fat Cats wasn't. So we just need to find what we lost at the first round.
Yeah, so almost like a factory reset.
100%.
Let's get back to basics. Let's get the fun back into it. So what is the mission objective for you?
It is literally just to enjoy and learn the bike in the racing conditions, because I didn't learn much at the other week. You know, at Fat Cats, I just didn't learn much other than I'm not enjoying this. And I had to be quite honest with myself about it. So, like I say, flip it sideways. We're going to go, right, this is a track I like, I've had success at. Do we know if the bike's competitive? We will today, because it should, you know, the ground condition suits this bike. It's not deep, it's not going to drag power out of the bike. We have got an uphill start, that will tell us everything that we need to know. And I know where I should be. For example, last year I was mixing it with Tom, you know, and the year before with Tom. He's a good friend of mine, and I know that I'm in that bracket. And then some of the other names, I know that I would usually position in front of. No, nothing's changed as far as my riding, you know, my ability and my fitness side. It's just this different project, so that's going to tell us a lot about that. Suspension, maybe at Fat Cats the shot was a bit soft, we highlighted that, but in hard pack it doesn't feel too bad. So I haven't actually changed the bike much, because I feel like it's almost as good as we can get it as it is, you know what I mean? I'm not really hunting for much else. So
let's get the fun back into it. The sun's out at the moment, the track looks amazing. Let's go race some two-strokes.
Let's go and have some fun.
As Josh gets prepared for his first race here this weekend at Wakes Colne, there's a lot of things running through his mind. He's hoping that the track suits him a bit better this time around, and that he's got the setup on point. So let's hope that we can bring that fun back into the game because at the end of the day, this is all for the love of two strokes. And in order to do that, Josh will have to try and push to the back of his mind the painful and disappointing memories of round one. We did learn a lot from that experience though, so let's see if we can put those lessons into practice here, because we've got a new challenge in front of us today. Josh will still be racing against a host of competitive riders here, and he put in a good ride in qualifying practice, coming in with the 6th fastest time in the session, which gives him a good gate pick here, ready for race 1 out of 3 today. We are getting lined up for the first race of 3 today. Josh Spinks will be taking on a handful of riders that he faced a few weeks ago at Fat Cats. He's looking for redemption today. He's searching for the fun. Let's see if he can find it. As you can see, it's a nice uphill start here at Wakes Colne. The revs go up, the heads go down. And the gates have dropped. It's a drag race up the hill then. A decent start for Josh there. He's just inside the top 10 at the moment as they charge around the first 2 turns here at Wakes Colne. He's picked off 2 positions in the second corner there. He emerges in 6th position as they jump down the hill for the first time. Oh, a little bumping and banging in the turn there. And Josh makes a move into 5th place now. He's behind Tom Grimshaw, one of his rivals from a couple of weeks ago. Oh, Grimshaw scrubs nicely past Bayliss, ussing there to move up position. And Josh is looking to follow Tom through the pack here. As you can see, the track crew have laid down a load of water after the qualifying sessions. It's pretty wet out there at the moment. Roost is going to be a problem in the early stages of this race. Josh currently sits in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th position here on the opening lap of action. And as you can see, he's battling the roost here. Josh attempts to pass around the outside of Bayliss, utting on the Honda. Can he make it stick? It looks like he has for now. He's now got Travis Steels ahead of him on the Yamaha. But Bayliss is fighting back, and he retakes 4th position. So momentarily Josh was up into 4th, but he's been demoted back down to 5th place for the moment, as lap 1 comes to a close. And that roost is still a problem out there in these early stages. Jumping up the hill for the first time here on lap 2. Josh has some company behind him. He's trying to focus forward as he charges up the main drag here at Wakes Colne. Look at the power of that 500 up the hill. Josh is trying to break away from the pack behind him and keep Travis Steels and Bayliss ushing in his sights. He's keeping them within reach for the moment, but can he keep charging forward as this race progresses? We're on to lap 3 now. You see Josh tugging at the roll-off string there, trying to get some clear vision out on track, which is easier said than done in this moto at the moment. He's looking comfortable on the YZM this weekend, that is for sure. A lot more comfortable than in the sands of Fat Cat Motor Park. He's looking game for it today. He currently sits in 5th position as we're halfway through this race. These are 10-lap races here at the Eastern Centre Championship at Wakes Colne. Look at the power of the 500 up the hill. So Josh really has broken away from the pack behind him now. He's got his sights set on that rear wheel of Bayliss Utting. Biding his time, perhaps. Trying to find the right moment to strike, because he tried it earlier and couldn't make it stick. And here we are on lap 6. Josh has reeled in Bayliss Utting now. He's trying to find the right moment, the right place to make the pass, to go for the kill. Only a handful of laps left in the Moto now. Josh is looking keen for it here. He follows Bayliss through the inside line there. There's a drag race up the hill. And we go back on board with Josh. You can see just how badly he's been roosted here. He tries to go around the outside of Bayliss Utting at the bottom of the hill. Bayliss says no, not this time. But Josh charges hard up the next hill. He has the inside line here. Bayliss goes wide. Josh makes the pass. Spinks into 4th position here on lap 7. Josh now has Sam Nunn ahead of him. Sam is actually the reigning champion of this series. But as we reach the last lap here, Josh has lost the toe of the front 3 riders. He sits lonely in 4th position. If he can bring it home here on this final lap, that will be a solid way to start the day. But he knows the podium is within reach if he can make some smart passes, some fast passes in the early laps. At the front of the pack, it's our pal, Tom Grimshaw, leading the way. He's going to take the win in this one, which is great to see. Sam Nunn and Travis Steels battle over the remaining 2 podium positions. Meanwhile, our man Josh Spinks will be bringing it home in 4th position to start the day. It looks like there's some serious arm pump sets in there. And here are the results as they cross the line. But there was a change. Travis Steels jumped on a waved yellow apparently, which dropped him a position and bumped Josh up into 3rd.
Look at that. Can't even pull the frigging clutch in. As much fun as you can have with arm pump, it was just like, I just couldn't hold on, I couldn't pull the clutch.
I've got carpal tunnel, mate, and I've got to have an operation, but that's horrible, isn't it?
Race 1 in the books then, Josh.
Yeah. That was...
Are you a happier bunny now?
Yeah, there's more of a smile on my face. Good start, actually.
Yeah.
I was quite impressed with how it covered the first half of the start. I think when I went for 4th, I just lost a little bit going into the first corner. So I probably went from 4th to about 6th, 7th, something like that. But yeah, settled into it. Felt like I enjoyed the track a lot more.
Yeah.
Got a little
Tell
bit
me about
more
that
out of the
roost.
bike. Yeah, they freshly watered it as they do in the lunch break. So, like you said, I think my hand was off the bar more than it was on for the first lap constantly. But yeah, I felt like I just had to settle, not get too close, and then I could come on a little bit stronger at the end.
So it was P4 in the end?
Yep.
3rd was in sight, 2nd was in reach.
Yeah.
So going forward, what's the game plan? Race 2 and 3 coming up.
Yeah, definitely want to get inside that top 3 now, just make a little bit more progress. The whole arm pump thing, I've got to say, you know.
I saw you at the end there, shaking it off.
Yeah, it got the better of me. Like, I couldn't quite ride how I wanted to. I just felt like I had to tame it back a little bit more than I wanted to. My control through the turns and the clutch feel and everything kind of went out the window. So sometimes the enjoyment gets lost with that because you're fighting the bike, your arms are lower than they should be, and I had to battle through that. But there's not been much racing since last year, so I think it's just a bit of that. And yeah, we'll try and push forwards in this next one.
I guess the mission today was to bring the fun back. Before that arm pump set in, were you having fun out there? Was there a smile underneath?
Yeah,
that
100%. Yeah, loads better. I feel like the way they've prepped the track, there's some nice lines, some fun jumps. and like just feeling like you're actually in the mix of things, you know what I mean, and where in my mind I should and could be. Still not quite hitting the marks of where I feel like I can be, but like I say, we'll keep making progress and keep smiling.
Yep, so race 2 coming up next. Fingers crossed, slightly less roost.
And less arm pump.
And less arm pump. If you watch the channel regularly, you'll know that we only work with brands and companies with products that we genuinely use and love. And Seat Concepts is one of those companies. You can see I've got a brand new Seat Concepts seat on Kong here, and it's looking sweet. The seats are handmade in the USA and they are shipped worldwide. You can get them in different shapes, colours and heights, and they really give your bike the pro finish. I've got them on pretty much all of my bikes now and I genuinely love them. So if you're interested in picking up a new seat, check out Seat Concepts. Their link is in the description down below. We are getting ready for the second moto. Josh Spinks started the day off strong this morning. Can he continue that here in the second moto? He's looking strong and fast on the bike today, and it does look like he's having a bit more fun this weekend. So let's hope this trend continues. Josh will be hunting for a podium in this second moto of the day. But, of course, there is fierce competition out there. Let's do this. Race 2 is up next. The green flag waves. We are ready to go racing. Josh has the beast fired into life. We wait for the 15-second board to flip to 5. Here we go then. Josh clicks it into gear. It's a similar start to race 1 for Josh Spinks on the YZM500, but he sneaks around the inside to make some smart moves early on. Oh, Tom Grimshaw nearly off the side of the bike there. They come launching down the hill and Josh emerges in 5th position this time. Josh actually did manage to make a pass around the 49 of Luke Parker there to move into 4th position. 1, 2, 3, 4th place for Josh Spinks now. Travis still leads ahead of Sean Southgate and Tom Grimshaw. That watering done this morning has worked a treat. As Josh looks to make a quick, swift pass on Sean Southgate here, he outbrakes the 301 machine and moves into 3rd position. He now has the CR 450 Honda of Tom Grimshaw ahead. He is battling hard with Travis Steele to try and take away that leading position, but Travis hangs on to it. So over these 2 tabletops here to end the lap at Wakes Colne. We're on to lap 2 now, and the race is well and truly on for the leading positions. Steels leads Grimshaw, leads Spinks. See Josh scrubbing the YZM500 around the track here. He is feeling it for sure in this one. He's having some fun out there on the big 2-stroke. Face full of roost for Josh there as they launch down the hill. He's keeping these guys honest. Both Steels and Grimshaw were in the mix with Josh at Fat Cat a couple of weeks ago. Looks like Grimshaw's trying to pull the trigger on the pass for the lead here. He's all over the rear wheel of Steels now. And there he goes up the inside, barging his way into the lead. What a nice pass from Tom Grimshaw there up the inside of Travis Steels on the Yamaha. So Grimshaw into the lead, and Spinks is going to have to make a swift pass on Steels here if he wants to keep Tom Grimshaw in his sights, if he wants to keep a race win in reach. He has to make a quick pass on Travis. He tries that outside move that he made on Sean Southgate a lap ago, but he can't make it stick. This is fast and furious action here. 2-stroke versus 4-stroke. This is what we love to see. Travis being stingy with it at the moment. Josh is going to have to work hard to make this pass stick. Tries another outside line around that corner there, that flat turn, but can't make it stick there either. Into the final turn of the lap. Travis has the inside. Josh in the middle line. Josh on the power, out on the exit of the corner, over the tabletop, a nice scrub, and he takes over second position there as lap 2 comes to a close. And now Josh has his sights set on the race leader, Tom Grimshaw, on the CR 450 4-stroke. Race on for the race lead now. Can Josh keep Tom honest? Tom, and Josh is right there, breathing down his neck, not letting the 16 machine relax for a moment here on lap 3. Looks like Tom has dropped the hammer. He's trying to stretch away from Josh here, but Josh is riding so well today. He is keeping Tom honest for the moment. Lovely scrub over the final jump before the finish line lead. So Tom is just edging away ever so slightly at the moment. What a sound of Josh charging up the hills here at Wakes Colne. What a circuit, what a machine, what a sound. Ooh, that was a close one. Getting a bit too overzealous with a scrub down the hill. I'm sure that put his heart in his mouth. And it looks like Josh might be calming things down a little after that moment. Tom is stretched open. It's a decent sized gap now. He can relax a little bit. As can Josh. He's got a decent gap over the third place man. There comes our leader, Tom Grimshaw, on the number 16 Honda. And there is Josh Spinks on the number 180 YZM500 Yamaha. As we pass the halfway point of the Moto, Josh sits lonely in second position now. He can just enjoy the ride for the moment. Tom has run away with the race lead, and Josh has a nice gap over the rest of the pack. I'm sure there's a big old smile underneath that helmet at the moment. You can just tell from the body language that Josh is having fun on board the machine today, this weekend. This is a different man compared to the rider we saw just a few short weeks ago at Fat Cat Motor Park. Let's listen to the song of the two-stroke up the hill here. Here we are then, on lap 10, the final lap of the Moto. Let's listen to the song Up the Hill one last time. There's just a few more turns left in the lap for Josh. Tom Grimshaw will take the win here. But Josh is definitely going to be happy with a podium ride here, a second place ride. Grimshaw takes the checkered flag. But our man Josh Spinks will cross the line to take second place in this race. With one more race to go this afternoon, this sets up Josh nicely to try and secure a podium position overall. Here's a look at the results after that one then. Tom Grimshaw took the win ahead of Josh Spinks. Max Broadbelt was third, Travis Stills was fourth, Bayliss Utting fifth, and Jake Rackham rounded out the top six. Give us a reaction to race to the under the 10.
Bigger smile that time.
Yeah.
Because I just proved to myself that the speed's still there, which was a big thing because I thought, have I lost that? Do you know what I mean? In the space of a year, but yeah, just that lap behind Tom was just exciting, you know. I could follow his lines and feel like, yeah, I could see him disappear, but it was fun. I was hitting my marks and just chucking it into the turns. I think that's where I was making the time, just like railing the corners. So yeah, buzzing. Yeah.
Tell me about that scrub.
Oh, did you catch that?
I didn't get it on video, but I saw
yeah.
it.
I was just feeling overconfident and leaning it in, but it just slid at the wrong time, and it was pretty much sideways, wasn't it? I managed to just get it back, but yeah, that better go and swap my pants.
When you hit that jump on the first lap, I was like, oh, he's low
feeling
there,
it. Yeah, just went too much.
Yeah.
Slung it.
Did you calm it down a bit after that?
Yeah, definitely. Stayed straight.
Well done, dude. That was
Cheers,
awesome.
Cheers, thank
that was
you.
Awesome. It's time for the third and final moto of the afternoon. Josh is riding high. He's on cloud 9 after that second moto result. And he might be looking to climb one step higher in this third and final moto. But the competition will be tough. Tom Grimshaw is looking to complete a perfect weekend. The reigning champion Sam Nunn is looking to bounce back after a tough second race. But it's safe to say that Josh is feeling the flow this weekend. He's found his mojo. He's found the fun once again. And we can safely say that we are loving two strokes today. This is the final chance for glory this weekend for Josh Spinks and the YZM500. An overall podium is definitely within reach. So let's see if Josh can get the job done. Race 3 coming up now. Green flag is up. The hearts are beating. Heads go down, revs go up. And the gates drop. We're away for the third and final moto of the afternoon. Another solid start from Bayliss Utting and Max Broadbelt there. Is that Sam Nunn launching off the side of the track perhaps? Josh emerges in 8th position here, so this has been his worst start of the day so far. He's got some work to do. He goes round the outside of a rider there in turn 3 to move up to 7th position. Back to 8th, back to 7th. Oh, the fight is well and truly on in this one. Josh has another Josh, that's Josh Peters on the inside. He goes around the outside. Spinks makes the pass on Peters to take over 6th position here. Spinks now has the reigning ACU Eastern Centre champion ahead of him. That's Sam Nunn on the number 365 Honda. Spinksy is still well within the fight here. A podium position is well within reach still. despite that lackluster start compared to the other two this morning. Josh is trying to make a quick pass on Sam Nunn here, but Sam isn't rolling over and letting him have it easy. Sam guards the inside lines. Josh is searching all over the track for a passing line, for a smoother line. Bobble from Sam Nunn up the hill has allowed Josh to really close in on his rear wheel. Josh tries the outside line here, slingshots up the hill. He has the momentum around the outside at the top. That's a lovely line from Josh around the outside, and he makes the pass stick. He moves into 5th position as they launch down the hill here. Spinks now has Sean Southgate ahead of him. Sam Nunn is still right there, breathing down the neck of Josh Spinks. Sam Nunn is looking to retaliate, to retake that 5th place position. Sam tries to go up the inside as Josh tries to go around the outside of Sean. Oh, it's bar banging action, but Josh holds on to the position for the moment. He keeps hold of 5th place and he continues his attack on Sean Southgate. Josh switching up his lines here, he uses the inside rut, but Sean got great drive out of that turn to run away from the 2-stroke. Spinks is eating a face full of roost there. He dives to the inside to try and make the move on Sean. Oh, it's wheel-to-wheel action here as lap 2 draws to a close. Going to take something special for Josh to make a pass around the outside of the 4-stroke. Josh switches from outside to inside as they charge down the hill. This is a Kevin Garzi move. And Josh makes the pass stick. What a pass from Spinks there to take over 4th position. And he's got a solid command of that spot now. He instantly put a few bike lengths ahead of himself and Sean Southgate, who's now being hounded by Sam Nunn. The next rider ahead of Josh Spinks is Bayliss Utty. The front 2 of Max Broadbelt and Tom Grimshaw have disappeared off into the distance. Can Josh close the gap to Bayliss here? Bayliss is riding well today as we reach the halfway point. He's inching away from Josh Spinks on the 500cc 2-stroke. Meanwhile, at the front, Tom Grimshaw has taken over the race lead and is running away at the front yet again. And Bayliss really has put a bit of a distance between himself and Josh Spinks here. It's the 3rd and final moto. Draws to a close. 3 laps left to go in this one, and Josh is all by himself once again. These are his final moments to enjoy, riding the big 500cc 2-stroke around the awesome Wakes Colne hill. Again, I'm sure there's a big old smile beneath that helmet. Looks like Josh is going to have to resign himself to a 4th place ride here in Moto 3. But that will most definitely be enough to put him on the overall podium. what a difference a couple of weeks makes, eh? As the final lap of the weekend begins, this is our final chance to listen and enjoy the YZM500 rip up this hill here. Music to our ears. This is what we signed up for. This is what we love to see. This is why we love Two Strokes. Two turns left for Josh Spinks then. He will come home in 4th position in Moto 3, but that will be enough to give him 2nd overall on the day. That's podium pie, baby. So in that Moto, Tom Grimshaw took the win ahead of Broadbelt, Utting and Spinks. But in terms of the overall, Grimshaw obviously took the win. Josh Spinks was 2nd, Bayliss Utting rounds out the podium. Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say that was mission success today, no?
Definitely a positive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think probably a little bit better than we thought.
Yeah.
So we'll take that. That's a contrast, isn't it?
Just talk us through the last race, the last Moto.
Definitely lacking a touch on the start, I think it's fair to say. Just that drag up the hill, but not as much as I thought. So I was in the mix. I've always had to make some passes on the first few corners today. And then it was good. I was just using loads of different lines, trying to flow the track, get out the deep ruts, and made a pass stick. Must have been 2 to get into 4th, and then just held that for the rest of the race.
Sam's reigning champion of the series as well.
Yeah, and like I say, great rider. Yeah, a really good rider. So to be on that sort of pace today was fun. Maybe a little bit unexpected, but yeah, we'll take it. It's just been a smile all day, really.
From that second race onward, you look like a different rider than a few weeks ago. You look like you was having fun out there. Is that correct?
Yeah, I feel like I can leave today thinking I pretty much feel like I was close to getting the most out of the bike.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The first round, just with feeling, mindset, everything that was going on, I didn't. So now it's a case of, okay, I just feel like the shock's a little bit soft. That's kind of sitting down in the turns and causing a little issue. But when I'm fresh and the arms are nice, I think I can work around that. Yeah. And the second race, you know, Tom Grimshaw's riding so well. He's posting nice top 10 results and such a tidy rider that to go with him just for that lap and a half, 2 laps, and yeah, like that was, you know, fun.
That was the
Definitely.
feeling that we're looking for at the start of the year,
like
right?
a relief almost.
Yeah.
It's like, I can still do this, even if it's not for the whole race. But
yeah. I think it's fair to say you're one of the most methodical riders that I know. Like, you really think about things and bike setup, and what do you want to keep working on and try and sort out and improve as we go on the bike?
So Carl Anderson's done a great job. Just with the busy schedule, I kind of rode it for 5 hours, completely standard, with the YZ250 springs and suspension way too soft. And I kind of said, look, it's soft overall. I'd say the back is a little bit better than the front. So I basically said, let's stiffen the back up a touch, but stiffen the forks up more. And it's close, like I don't think it's a million miles away, but now I'm riding it and pushing it around, I'm thinking, still a little bit soft. So we need to get the balance a little bit better, just so I feel just better into the corners overall, under braking and through the turn. The next thing is the clutch. You have to run stiff springs being a 500, otherwise you get slip. I've worked on getting different bars to pull the lever across a little bit more for more leverage to try and make it softer. It's a man's clutch. I think it's causing a bit of the pump because you have to control the clutch. Being a 2-stroke, you have to be feathering that, and if you're on it most corners a little bit and you're pulling a stiff lever, it's going to work that muscle. So I'd like to figure a way of getting a bit more feel on that.
As we know, the series is called For the Love of Two Strokes.
Yeah.
Are we loving Two Strokes again today?
We're loving it. We're back on board, and we've got such a good group of lads, haven't we, around us? And it's just
today
been fun with the
a good
sun.
day.
And yeah, Mike Curtis and my old pal Ash as well. Been great today.
Yeah, it's been a good one. So stay tuned to the series because we've got more gate drops on the way.
We'll keep moving forwards. Cheers.
We asked the overall winner, Tom Grimshaw, to come and have a quick look at Josh's clutch.
Is that the worst?
In the next episode, development on the YZ500 continues, and we will go racing again soon. So be sure to subscribe to the channel not to miss an episode of For the Love of Two Strokes.